I was really hoping that I could have a quiet and peaceful week this week because there is so much negativity going on in the world. Negativity that I sometimes have to kind of insert myself into in order to bring you all the information that I do in these videos. And I was hoping to have a peaceful week so I can go see the new Superman movie. Maybe take a nice, voluptuous young lady out to dinner. But of course, we had the tragic floods happen in Texas. And now there has been an uprising of vile, demented, racist online who are not only disrespecting all of the little girls who lost their lives in this flood, they're also attacking the parents. They're coming together basically using their platforms to launch attacks on people who just lost their 7 and 8 and 9-year-old daughters. And I know I'm not obligated to do this. No one asked me to do this. However, I kind of feel like it's my duty because I have a platform. I know it's not the largest platform in the world. But because I have a platform and I see other people using their platforms to attack these parents, much like they did with Austin Metcalf, I feel like, you know what? I feel like I should use my platform to combat that. If there's going to be all of these crazy, radical, racist people attacking dozens of parents who just lost their young child, there needs to be someone out here that's doing the opposite, that's standing up to this evil horde of just straight ghouls. I don't even know what to call these people anymore. It's wild to me because it's mostly women. And I feel like if you're someone that literally carried a child inside of you and literally raised a little baby from birth, how can someone who did that turn around and celebrate the deaths of other little kids? That's wild to me. I mean, celebrating the deaths of kids is just wild regardless, but especially when you see a bunch of mothers doing it, that's even more disgusting. Now, of course, this little uprising, the head figure in this uprising, the leader of this uprising, is some woman by the name of Sade Perkins, who has just been relentlessly going online, uploading videos, attacking these kids, attacking their families, saying the most disgusting stuff imaginable, and she hasn't stopped yet. Here's a recent comment from her right here. Pray for the souls of those little girls who are reaping the racist rewards of their parents. Y'all voted for Trump and he cut EPA and FEMA funding. A flash flood alert should have been issued, and it wasn't because the budget was cut. Go pray about that. So just for no reason accusing the parents of being racist. Mind you, these parents didn't do anything. Their only crime is that they sent their kids off to a summer camp. Yet somehow, now they gotta be racist. Because you're white, you just have to automatically be racist. And if your kids die in some type of freak accident or weather-related event, they deserve it. Because they're white and their parents are white. And she even has people. She has people that I guess were following her for other reasons on social media that are kind of telling her hey, chill out. This is not cool. And she's demanding for them to prove to her that they're not white. It's weird. Look at this little interaction. I went to Camp Mystic and I am not white. That place means so much to me, and you can't dismiss the human lives that were lost. That is just cruel. And she replies, I can and I did. Show your face if you're not white. And then the person says, I'm 16, so I'm not showing my face online to strangers. But my mom is half Korean and half Creole. My dad is German. People died. We should be giving respect, no matter what race they are. So people are trying to talk sense into this woman, and she's telling them, prove to me you're not white. Prove to me you're not white. This lady is like demented on a whole nother level. I think that she's kind of psycho. And I'm not exaggerating. I think this woman is a literal psychopath. And it's crazy because she keeps acting as if Camp Mystic is a white-only camp. That's what she's telling everybody. And now all of these other black women that I guess they're following up with her for whatever reason, they're all repeating the same talking points, that Camp Mystic is an all-white camp. It's a racist camp full of evil white people. But you could go on their social media accounts or their websites, and you could literally see that there's people of all races attending this camp. Yeah, maybe it's like predominantly white people attending this camp. I feel like summer camps are just kind of a white person thing. You know what I mean? But, yeah. She's just freaking out for no reason, because literally anywhere you look, you could easily debunk that this was an all-white camp. And even if it was an all-white camp, who cares? Why should that matter? Does that mean that all of their kids deserve to die? If I go to a summer camp, I expect that I'm probably going to see more white people than other types of people. If I go to the basketball court in the middle of the city, I'm expecting to see mainly black people there. That's just life. That's just how these things work. But yeah, she's just going off about it. But it's starting to get a little more serious now, because I can't show you guys here for obvious reasons. This platform won't allow me. But she's now uploading videos of like firearms and stuff. She's uploading videos of her at the shooting range and I guess trying to threaten people for some reason. And mind you, no one bothered this woman. No one knew who this woman was a few days ago. She brought all of the attention towards her by coming out for no reason and attacking all of these little girls and their families. So I just want everyone to keep that in mind. But now she's like uploading videos of her basically, without coming out and directly saying it, basically threatening people. And if you look at her past, I try not to judge people for their past, but when you have someone that is celebrating the death of little kids while also posting videos online of them at the shooting range, you know, you kind of look in their past and you kind of wonder, because she has been charged in the past with, I guess, beating up or hurting one of her family members or something like that. I don't know if it was a significant other or what. But yeah, she's gotten into some trouble in the past. And the only reason I really bring that up is because of what's going on now. I think this is a dangerous, unstable woman that should be on the FBI watch list or something. Maybe she already is, but then again, you know, every time someone does something crazy, we find out that they were already on the FBI watch list, and the FBI basically does nothing and allows them to do something crazy before trying to ever stop the situation. And right now, considering what's going on in the world with the Schmepstein files and all that, I don't really have trust in our FBI, and I never have, and I guess never will. I thought that maybe things could be a little different. No, they're just as bad, if not worse. But as far as this woman goes, like I said, she's still uploading videos, saying crazy stuff, I guess uploading video responses to people. And in fact, I have one that I want to go ahead and show you really quickly. But before I do so, you guys, I would like to ask you guys for a favor, okay? If you watch these videos and you like the videos, if you're informed or entertained or what have you, whatever you get from these videos, please consider supporting the channel by simply hitting the like button. If you don't do anything else, hit the like button. It helps the channel out more than you could possibly imagine. It really does. So hit that like button. Also, if you have opinions, you're free to share them here. Drop a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Put the notifications on. And if you really, really like the channel and you want to support the channel even further, you could always donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. Always greatly appreciated, because this platform doesn't support me. So I appreciate all of you who do support the channel. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and listen to some more of what this demented woman has to say, and then I'll be back with more thoughts.
You know, I keep saying it, and y'all keep proving me right. Like, I know it's true that you clearly only have like maybe 3 brain cells to rub together between like the 4 of you. What I say on the internet does not affect my son's 4.0 GPA. It has no bearing on that. Like, he's still gonna have a 4.0. He got accepted into college on his own merit. And I know you are used to having legacy admissions. You're used to having handouts. You know that word? You know the word handout? You're used to having a free ride. You're used to, you know, people just, you know, giving you things that you didn't necessarily earn. That is not the case here, okay? When you actually go on merit, that means you go on your own merit, not what your parents did or what they said or how much money they made or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So for you to post this and be like, I'm going to call your kid's school in the morning because I don't have a fucking life, even though I got 4 goddamn kids and a husband. I appreciate that you're giving me all this attention. I do appreciate that. But once again, I'm dealing with grown people who have a 3rd grade education. That's clearly you, Miss Callie Miller. You have a 3rd grade education, maybe 2nd grade, maybe 2nd. Go ahead and call the school, do what you want to do, and be like, this woman said something on TikTok and blah, 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 blah. And they're going to be like, click. They're not a TikTok academy. I don't know if you know that. But, I mean, you're probably going to send your kids to some sort of, I don't know, Bob Jones or Brigham Young University or some sort of god-awful super Christian, some super Christian school or whatever, where they're just going to learn about, you know, how Jesus rode a dinosaur and all that other nonsense or whatever. And you can do that freely. I don't give 2 fucking shits. Your kids are going to be uneducated, not mine. Not mine. So, yeah, once again, y'all calling my husband's job, y'all calling my kids' school and doing all this nonsense, it really only makes you look crazy because, baby, I have the receipts. I definitely have the receipts, and I have no problems with showing your faces or your kids because I don't give a fuck.
You know, I think this might be the craziest video that she's uploaded yet, and don't get me wrong. She said, you know, crazier things in all of her other videos. All of her other videos were more disgusting with the stuff that poured out of her mouth. But the reason why this video is so crazy to me is because she's a mother recording herself, talking about her kid. And she seems like she's kind of proud of her kid and her kid's accomplishments of, or are her kids getting into this school or what have you. And as a mother, as you're sitting down talking about your own kids, talking about your kids' accomplishments, kids that got to live to an age where they got to graduate elementary school and middle school and high school, and now they're off to college and adulthood, right? As she's sitting down recording herself discuss and talk about her own kids, the realization nothing ever sinks into her brain that's like, wait, I'm a parent. I know how I feel about my own kid. I'm proud about my own kid going off to college. Maybe I should be able to sympathize with the dozens of parents who just lost their kids at such an early age, before they could even make it to middle school, before they could make it to high school, before they had the chance to graduate and figure out what college they wanted to go to, or if they wanted to go to college or not. As a mother who is in the middle of discussing being a mother and having kids, It never hits you. It never sinks in. I feel like that takes a special kind of evil, in my opinion. I feel like that goes beyond racism. You know what I mean? Because I think you can have people out there that feel this type of way or that type of way about people that look like this or look like that without just being so utterly evil that you just want all of their kids to perish in flash floods. So I feel like this woman is a special kind of demented. To just continue to double and triple and quadruple and quadruple down on this nonsense. And you have the audacity to discuss your own kids and your own kids' accomplishments when all of these parents who you're attacking for no reason at all, none of them even know her or did anything to her. All of these parents you're attacking aren't going to have the opportunity that you are lucky enough to have to send their kids off to college and watch them grow into young men or young women or what have you. So that's why I think this video is even crazier than the other ones. Because not only is she, doubling, tripling, quadrupling down once again, but to even have that discussion, and in my mind, as evil and demented as she is, I feel like she's kind of gloating like, my kid's going off to college and your kids got swept away in a flood. That's how I feel like that's what I feel like she's doing here without directly doing it. And that's just gross. Everything about this woman is gross. And she's talking about people having 3 brain cells and stuff like that. And that this is a grown woman, by the way, who acts like a child and then has the audacity to talk about other people being stupid when she's been online for days now celebrating the deaths of little kids. What's stupider than that? You know what I mean? Like, good God. But yeah, it's just, there's no limits with these people. The hate is real, folks. The hate is real. And it's a type of hatred that I don't think me or you have ever felt inside of our hearts. Therefore, we don't fully understand it. Even I don't fully understand it. I don't think you guys fully understand it. And there are a lot of people out there that don't even realize this level of hatred exists. But it's here. And we're surrounded by it. And people who feel like her are a dime a dozen. It's not all black women. It's not all black people. But it's some. It's some. It's enough. There's enough people who feel this way that I've been able to sit here for 2 months straight and talk about it. And I could talk about this for the next 10 years because every day it's just crazy stuff. Non-stop. It's wild. But folks, this is only the tip of the iceberg. There is so much stuff left to unpack here. This woman has been going off. I got more videos to show you. I got statements coming from the church, her husband. Listen, we got a lot to unpack. So just go ahead and get ready. The videos will be coming at you in the near future. For now, let me know what you think, though, about this one. Hit that thumbs up like I asked you all. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.